Good morning. Good morning, good morning, and good morning. Happy Friday Eve to everybody. Thank y'all for joining the show. I hope you guys are up feeling blessed and not stressed this morning. We have a great show lined up for you guys, some really good topics. So I hope you guys are ready for that. For those of you that are at work, got your coffee and your tea and getting where you need to be this morning. Yes, and I got my tea right here. Okay, so I'll be sipping while I'm talking my ish this morning. Let's go ahead and speak to everyone so we can go ahead and get the show started. I know you guys are ready for that. All right, my Rose is in the building. Good morning, Rose. Good morning, Cassandra D is here. Good morning, Felicia is here. Gail West is here. Marion Favors is here. Audrey Williams is here. Alicia Stout is here. Alicia Studemeyer. I just renamed you, sis. I'm sorry. Shirley Terry is here. Velma Sadler is here. Janet Driscoll is here. Ronnie is here. D Nice is here. Good morning. Brown Eyes is here. Immaculate Davis is here. Carla Burrell is here. Alan Ford is here. Deborah Banks is here. Verdi Tulu Taylor is here. Sheila Washington is here. Connie Burns is here. Good morning. Tam C, I see you in the building. Good morning. Mickey Finky is here as well. Denise Slay is here. Shaquanda is in the building. Good morning. Henry Lee is here. Good morning. Miss Honeybee is here. Good morning. Good morning. Daisy Lewis, I think I said, but good morning again. Tripping Hard is in the building. Good morning, Deborah Johnson. Good morning. Playtime is in the building. Good morning, the Angie B. Good morning, Kim Jones. Mary White is here. Good morning, Tabitha Lester. Good morning, Jensen. Good morning, John. What is that? Jones Lynn. Good morning. I couldn't see for a minute. Dolores Campbell is here. Good morning. My other top flight mod, Scorpion Miss is in the building. Sylvia Blow is in the building. Deborah Holder is here. Tanya West is here. Jones Lynn. Good morning again. Lisa Bell is here. See, I'm here, friend. What's up, friend? Shows. Denise Slate is here. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Carla Van Zandt, good morning. Good morning, Reba 0616. Good morning. Timber Walls is in the building, and everybody's still coming in. All right, we're almost up to 100 watching. Tanya White, I see you. What up? Giving you the real tea. Good morning. Good morning, friends. Said, can't wait to get to see. Yes, honey, come on here and get this tea, honey. Come on in here. All right, Sarah, keep missing your the link to your other channel. Oh, okay. We'll post it at the end of this video. Okay. All right. Shout out to T Terrence. I'll give you the real tea. You guys check him out. He's a content creator as well. All right. Funny dude. That's the homie. Love him down. All right, let's go ahead and get into my show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. Hey, sexy brown bone. Candy Cane, thanks for being here. All right. Let's get into our show. Y'all know politics is first, so that's where we'll begin. Good morning to everyone still coming in. If I did not call you out individually, let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that up. Shout out to Neighborhood Talk. Let me take this down. All right. Say love Terrence. That's my boo. Yeah, Terrence is a whole riot. If y'all have not checked out Terrence over there, child, Terrence be over there dragging asses and acting a fool. That's my kind of carrying on too. I love it. I be over there acting fool too. So shout out to Terrence. All right. So Neighborhood Talk. Thank you. All right. Trump hints again at running for a third term, which we all know constitutionally he cannot. Okay. Each president can only run twice. So not sure what kind of drugs he's on, allegedly, to think that he can be out here voting again. I don't care how many hats you make. Trump 2028, bitch, no, you're not running for a third term. We trying to figure out how to get your ass up out of there this damn term. All right, so you guys definitely go vote for midterm elections so we can figure out how the fuck to get him out of office because he is not doing his job. All right, he's more focused on who like him and who don't, which no one really likes him now, especially all the black people that voted for his ass. I'm not sure why y'all did that, but let's get into what he had to say.
Hey, and I said it the other day, and a lot of people misinterpreted it. They say, oh, he doesn't realize prices are high. Prices are coming down very substantially. But they have a new word. They always have a hoax. The new word is affordability. So they look at the camera and they say, this election is all about affordability. Now, they never talk about it. They never talk. Thank you very much. They say I'm not allowed to run. I don't know what the hell that's all about, but that's okay. He said,
the fucking Constitution. That's what it's all about. If you take the time to read, versus sleep in every meeting, then you would know that.
4 more years. You see the new hat? We have 4 more years. 2020. We have all sorts of. Well, you know what? We have 3 years and 2 months to go. And you know what that is in Trump time? 3 years a day, and I said it the other day, and a lot of people misinterpreted it. They say, oh, he doesn't realize prices are coming down very substantially.
Next year. But we're going to put him on the campaign trail too. Typically, just a little bit of campaign speak, if I may.
Yeah.
Typically, in the midterms, it's not about who's sitting at the White House. It's you localize the election.
Right.
And you keep the federal officials out of it. We're actually going to turn that on its head.
Good.
And put him on the ballot, because so many of those low propensity voters are Trump voters.
Yes, they are.
And we Tuesday what happens when he's not on the ballot and not active. So I haven't quite broken it to him yet, but he's going to campaign like it's 2024 again.
Oh,
For all these people that he helps. He doesn't help everybody,
Mhm.
but for those he does, he's a difference maker. And he's certainly a turnout machine. So the midterms will
He is
be
a
very
turnout
important to us. He'll work very hard to keep the majority.
Yeah,
in the
we
Senate.
can't.
He's going to have a fun next year, but we're going to put him on the campaign trail too. Typically, just a little bit of campaign.
all right. So, of course, you guys can see Trump is still throwing out this rhetoric that he is focusing on running third term, which that cannot happen constitutionally. It's not going to happen. No other president that's ever served as president has ever run 3 times. If that's the case, why the fuck didn't Obama stay in office? Like, that's who I really wanted to stay as president. But the Senate experts say changing the Constitution to let a president serve a third term is extremely unlikely, and I don't see them doing that. So the only way that he could do that is if the Constitution is changed to where it would fit a third term, and that's just not going to happen. So I think he knows that his ass is about to be out of there if they don't impeach him before his term, this term rather, is over. But let's continue on. We don't want to stay on one topic too long. We do know Jasmine Crockett is or has announced that she is running for another campaign as well. Let's go ahead and get into that. I do not like that they don't have faith in this woman. I think she's very intelligent. I think she knows the laws. I think she knows everything constitutionally that needs to be done as far as political views and rules and regulations of her state, which is Texas. Okay, so Speaker Mike Johnson says that Representative Jasmine Crockett does not have a chance at winning Texas Senate race. Y'all know a couple of days ago she announced that she will be running for Senate. All right, y'all know that they were trying to do the remapping to which they were saying that could probably kick her out of her position politically, but it looks like she's like, fuck that position. Really, I had my eyes set on something a little bit higher as Senate. So she did announce her race. A lot of people are very excited about that, but the powers that be always want to put a stumbling block there because they don't want to see people like Jasmine Crockett be in positions to speak out and expose certain people who are in political positions that are not doing their jobs and that are doing underhanded shit behind the scenes. So the people of Texas are, he said that the people are Texas are from Texas are common sense Americans, and what Jasmine is trying to sell won't be purchased. I highly doubt that. Now, I do hear that Texas is a very discriminative state to where these people kind of don't really like these people. So they don't get a lot of fair like trials and political races and things like that. But the good thing about this for Jasmine Crockett is she does have a lot of people who support her versus not. So we're hoping that she's able to secure that spot as Senate in Texas so that she can definitely do what she was put here to do. Let's go ahead and get into what he had to say.
Can I get your thoughts on Jasmine Crockett's run for Senate? What does it say about the state of the Democratic Party? And do you feel worried about her chance to be at all?
I'm absolutely delighted that Jasmine Crockett is running for Senate in Texas. I think it's one of the greatest things that's happened to the Republican Party in a long, long time. She is the face of the Democratic Party. She and Mamdani. Good luck with that. I want her to have the largest, loudest microphone that she can every single day. And we look forward to having that election down there. We are going to elect another Republican senator in Texas. Texas is a red state. The people of Texas are common sense Americans, and what Jasmine is trying to sell will not be purchased by the folks of Texas. That is my prediction. Yes, yes. Thank you. Thanks so much.
Can I get your thoughts on
He knew to say that shit and get the hell out of there because they're about to tear his ass open. They were about to tear your ass up after saying that. So you have to drop that little T and then walk your ass up out of there because you already knew it. Once them questions got ready to start, he grabbed his little tablet and got the hell on up out of there. All right, let's continue. All right, here's Jasmine Crockett, honey. Well, she announces that she will make a run for U.S. Senate in Texas. Let's get it.
Fight for freedom and justice because the laws we write or fail to write shape the lives of millions. In Congress, I see firsthand how fragile our democracy can be when equity is treated like an inconvenience. Today's battles are not hypothetical. Voting rights are under attack. Reproductive freedom is on the line, and economic justice is still a dream for far too many. So I fight to make communities are protected, not just in spirit, but in policy. My job is to put our values into law, to call out injustice in the rooms where decisions are made, and to ensure that progress is not a privilege, but a guarantee. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's look at some of the comments because they're kind of tearing him up in the comments. This lady here says, "Sir, please, you're threatened by that educated Black woman. Bounce." All right. This next person said, just like he didn't have a chance at winning House Speaker, they only voted for you because they had no other options, that it took them 20 times to vote you in. Damn, that's T. This other person says, "Sir, go to hell." All right. Stop by the gas station and douse your drawers before you go to. Next up, it says that is that you, Michael, barely voted in to using your fresh clout to say this. See, they are tearing his ass up in the comments. Said, "I hope Texas voters make him eat his words." So it looks like they have a lot of support as far as Jasmine Crockett goes. Said that people don't want you, so how can you speak on what they want? Oh, okay, I love it. This person here says she has my vote. Okay, if I could vote, I would definitely vote for her because I love her. Y'all know we play a lot of her stuff over here. I'm a huge supporter of Jasmine Crockett. She's very intelligent. And she's very educated. So I think that they are very intimidated by all of that about her. Okay. She's not afraid to get up there and say what other people may be afraid to say in terms of calling it out. I mean, shit, let's not forget how she cleared Marjorie Taylor Greene, child. She tore her damn wig off standing up there and read her ass down and set her ass right there all prim and proper and waited for her to say something back because she was ready to give her ass part 2 of that read. And I was just like, ooh, child, I love it. So yes, thank you, Jasmine Crockett. Let's move along. Shout out Jasmine to Neighborhood Talk on that. All right, moving right along. Erica Kirk, we haven't really talked about her on my channel, so we got to talk about her a little bit this morning. She is dragging Candace Owens. I gotta say, officially, we have given Candace Owens to the white people. We don't care about her. We don't love her. We don't want anything to do with her. So anytime the white people are dragging Candace Owens, bravo. All right, y'all continue to do your job and do it to the best of your ability. We don't fuck with Candace Owens. All right, we've been written her off long time ago. All right, but Erica Kurt, honey, drags Candace Owens while promoting her new book. All right, let's go ahead and look at this drag. We're entertaining, honey, because I don't give a hot damn. Drag her ass and drag her pink. All right, drag her pink. She want to be white anyway. Let's get into it. All about
perspective of a grieving widow, a mom, and a battle-tested American. Good to see you again today. Talk to me about this part of the conspiracies that are out there, this disturbing part that people are trying to guess where Charlie is.
Can I have one thing? Can I have one thing? Can my children have one thing? Everything was public. We will be building the most beautiful memorial for my husband at Turning Point USA, and it will be for the world to see, and it will be spectacular, and it will have basically museum style for our Charlie, for my Charlie. But can I have one thing? Can my babies have one thing where we hold it sacred, where my husband is laid to rest, where I don't have to be worried about some secular revolutionary coming and destroying my husband's grave while my daughter is sitting there praying? One thing. This is my husband. Yes, he was Charlie Kirk to the world, and I know so many people love my husband, and I am grateful for that. But this is my husband, and I want to be able to have one thing left that is sacred to our family, to my in-laws, to my babies, and to my parents. One thing.
What are they taking from you right now?
Nothing. but I will tell you what they are doing. It reminds me so much of chapter 6 in the book of Nehemiah. He is building a wall, and the townspeople are at the base of that hill saying, Nehemiah, calling him all these names, saying all these things, come on down. Every single time he had the same message 4 times in a row. I cannot come down. I am busy building. That is how I feel. I do not have time to address the noise. My silence does not mean that I am complacent. My silence does not mean that somehow Turning Point USA and all of the handpicked staff that loved my husband and my husband loved them is somehow in on it. We are busy building. And you know what I thought? I thought these people are human. We are all grieving in our own way. And they are trying to find the answer to something that happened that was so evil. They are trying so hard. And I get that. We're here a lead, or anytime we hear anything, we send it to the authorities. Please dig into this. No rock will be unturned. I want justice for my husband, for myself, for my family, more than anyone else out there. So for me, you want to keep telling me to come down while we're building? I don't have time for that. But here's my breaking point on that. Come after me, call me names, I don't care. Call me what you want, go down that rabbit hole, whatever. But when you go after my family, my Turning Point USA family, my Charlie Kirk Show family, when you go after the people that I love, and you're making hundreds and thousands of dollars every single episode going after the people that I love because somehow they're in on this, no.
Did your husband not do that? And he made millions of dollars of doing the very same thing. So why is it so wrong for somebody else to do the same thing, to monetize from their opinions of your husband, who was very controversial, by the way, prior to someone taking his life? Now, that part I don't agree with, because, no one deserves for their lives to be taken, honey. But at the end of the day, what your husband did represent was not something positive. So, and I'm not condoning whoever took his life and why they did it. I'm not condoning that at all. But what I am saying is the message that he continuously put out there was not a positive message, which did strike a lot of hatred towards other people. And someone decided that day, they woke up that morning and decided after they drank their good coffee that they were going to commit an offense that probably would have them in prison for the rest of their life. But unfortunately, he's no longer here. All right. And you are lashing out at people who kind of don't really give a fuck about your feelings because of what your husband represented. Now, again, I'm not trying to be insensitive to the situation and what led up to him not being here, but we also have to remember that you cannot, what's the word I'm looking for? You cannot come down on people who are giving their opinions, because everyone's opinion counts, just like yours. You're sitting on the couch and you're ready to drag Candace Owens. Again, I don't care. But what we do care about is the message that your husband did display. And he did have a lot of negative rhetoric towards Black people who were also supporters of Trump. And he was a supporter of Trump as well. So we got to be fair across the board. People have an opinion that's against your husband because your husband had a lot of opinions that were against us. So let's continue.
No.
I have to say it. I've never seen you like this.
No, this is righteous anger, because this is
righteous anger. I like
this is not okay. It's not healthy. This is a mind virus. Yes, I believe in our judicial system. I do. We have a hell of a team working on this. Excuse my French. But this is not okay.
So you want to put these people back in the box where they've been creeping from?
I don't care what box you're in. But just know that your words are very powerful, and we are human. My team are not machines and they're not robots. They are human. We have more death threats on our team and our side than I've seen. I have kidnapping threats. I have, you name it, we have it. And my poor team is exhausted. And every time they bring this back up, what are we supposed to do? Relive that trauma all over again?
Sure.
They watched my husband get murdered. I have no idea how I would have reacted if I was there that day. And thank the good Lord that I did not have to see that happen. But my team, they are rocked to the core. So why every single day did they drag through the mud, analyzed, hyper-analyzed?
The conspiracies that are out there, all of the like. Do you think that there is more of it now because you do shine your light? I mean, did people just expect
what light
you would just go away?
I don't know what they expected. I don't know what they expected.
They pick on you because of your accessories. I mean, I've seen some of it.
Oh yeah. No, at this point, it's what the conspiracy collection. Get it before Christmas. Like, seriously, you will, if you want to find and pick me apart, go right ahead. I do not care. I don't. This was happening before Charlie was murdered. Both of us have been through the ringer of people will call you whatever they want to call you.
Perspective of a grieving widow, a mom.
This is all deflection. Like, and your husband was not a nice person. All right. And again, I'm not excusing the fact that someone took his life. That I don't agree with, okay? Because no one's life deserves to be taken in that form. But because he was a father, he was a husband, that part, you know, I sympathize with that. But the message that he did display was not a positive one. So usually that will strike some anger in people. And you don't even have to know a person to not like what they have to say and take it personally to the fact that you feel that you should do something. And that's what this person, whoever it was, decided to do on that very day that took this dude out. Again, I don't agree with it, but it happened. So spare us this sympathy, rage baiting interview that you're giving us, because really, honestly, and this might sound insensitive, and I kind of don't care. I don't give a fuck. I just don't. Move right along. All right. I tried to care. I really did. I really did. I reached right down, okay, to find just a small pinch of a fuck, and I couldn't find it. So we're gonna move on. All right. I really did look for a pinch of a fuck to give, and I could not find it. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. I just don't. All right, so shout out to Neighborhood Talk. So a community, honey, is outraged after Oklahoma teen from a prominent family child, because you know it's always prominent families where those kids come out and be doing some crazy shit, who was facing 78 years in the prison due to multiple RAPE convictions that included angulation, only gets community service. Now, this is what you call, when I see shit like this, 78 years. If you're facing 78 years in prison, you did some crazy shit. All right. Multiple, that means a lot. That's not one or two. Multiple means you had a lot of RAPE convictions. So how the fuck did you get out of that, including angulation? Okay. How did you only get community service? If this is not white privilege, what is? Let's go ahead and watch the video. Then we're going to do our commentary on the back end.
Jesse, why did you rape those girls, Jesse? Jesse, why did you rape the girls? Do you have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? Do you have anything to say to the victims? People out, it's not a violation. Sir, do you have anything to say to the victims? Do you have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? Why did you rape them, Jesse? Why did you rape the victims, Jesse? Why did you rape those girls? Why did you strangle them, Jesse? Jesse, why did you rape those girls, Jesse? Do you have anything to say to the victims, Jesse? Why did you rape those girls? Are you as dumb as they say you are, Jesse? Is that why you were adjudicated a juvenile, because you're that stupid? Are you that dumb, Jesse? Why did you rape the girls? Jackie, why are you defending your rapist son? Jesse, come on, talk to us. Why did you rape the girls? Come on, Jackie. Let him talk to us. Let him explain why he raped them.
Do you feel bad for being a rapist?
Why did you rape them?
Do you feel bad for being a rapist, Jesse?
Why did you rape them in the courthouse? Jesse, why did you rape those girls, Jesse?
Yeah, so we're here.
All right, so it says video of his mother during his arrest says, "I'll get you out." Oh, really?
We're obviously going to place you under arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest. We're going to take you to the jail. I told your mom that she can contact a bondsman, and you shouldn't be very long, but there just is a process for paperwork and stuff. But right now you do have to come with us, and I do have to put you in handcuffs. So turn around for me.
You have to put him in handcuffs? He got privilege. He has to be in handcuffs. Bitch, he's being arrested. Why do people feel like you have this special privilege? Anytime a police officer tell you are under arrest, you don't get to walk to the car like this. You have to put your hands behind your back and be arrested like everyone else. Let's continue.
You know what it is. Yeah.
That's why he's getting arrested now, because the parents don't hold his ass accountable.
Stay silent. Rick knows about this. Candy's on this. Dad's on his way. We're coming to get you, okay? Stay strong, okay? Say your prayers. Okay, so
was he saying his prayers when he violated multiple females and had his hand around her neck? Was he praying then? I think not.
Well, he's going to go right to the city of Stillwater jail, and if you'll just contact her, then she does this all the time. She knows what to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Okay.
she knows Stillwater Police Department, not a county.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're here. We're obviously.
All right, so these are some of the victims and their lacerations from said situation. So the worthiness dynasty, 50 years of control, said that the name worthiness came up on. Yeah, we don't care about that. So let's get into what really had happened. All right, let's read up on this person. I must be about to get some money because my hand itching. So the story comes out of Oklahoma. All right, protesters in Stillwater are furious after an 18-year-old from a well-known local family avoided a decades-long prison sentence despite multiple convictions of RAPE, assault, and angulation. Jesse Butler was arrested after 2 high school girls came forward with disturbing allegations. Court documents say that he assaulted them, angulated them, and left one girl with bruises that she had to constantly explain. Ooh, he crazy. Now, another victim says that he angled my voice, my joy, and my ability to feel safe in my own body. Okay. Butler was originally facing 78 years behind bars after pleading no contest to 11 charges, including first-degree RAPE, attempted RAPE, and domestic assault by angulation. Damn. But instead of prison, the judge gave him no jail time, only community service and counseling. Could he not got counseling in jail? They have counselors in jail. So the decision outraged the community. Protesters have rallied for weeks, calling the sentence a slap on the face to the victims. One young woman said that the ruling made her feel like her life meant nothing, especially after losing it during the attacks, or nearly using it during the attacks. Now, victims' families believe that Butler's background played a role in how he was treated. Now, his father reportedly held a major position at Oklahoma State University football program, and advocates say that the family's influence helped him avoid prison time, of course. The victim's mother said that their daughters had to relive trauma again and again just to prove that they were telling the truth, while the system made excuse after excuse for Butler. Now, a Facebook group has now been created calling for justice and pushing for accountability in this case. He definitely should be in jail. 11 charges is extreme, all right? One person is extreme. If he did that to one person, that shit is extreme. Imagine that being your sister, your daughter, your mother. This motherfucker is dangerous. He should not be on the streets, because what's to say that he will not do that shit again? Because now white privilege has kicked in, and he will say, oh, I'm just going to get probation. I'm going to do it again because of who my father is, because of who my mother is. My family have a lot of money. So if in fact they come and arrest me again for the same offense, I'm not going to do any jail time. I'll probably go in for about maybe a couple hours or so, and they're going to come down and bail me out if I get a bail, which we will because I'm white. And then I'll get to go home and we'll do the shit again. So obviously he has some very deep-rooted issues. Obviously it's something that his parents maybe overlooked. Again, I feel that he is a very dangerous individual. He should not be on the streets. 78 years is definitely what he should have served for the victims. These women will have to relive this situation for the rest of their life. If you've ever been in a situation where you've been violated, women or men, because men be violated as well, it's definitely something that you carry for a very long time. Even with therapy, and even in therapy, you have to relive that shit. You have to talk about it. You have to dig deep down and go back to that place where it happened and talk about every intricate detail in order to get over that situation. To get over it's a lot. My prayers go out to anyone that's ever been in that situation, because this is a slap in the face to anyone who's had a victim or been victimized in this way, and that person who victimized you is still walking the fucking streets. It's scary. It could be scary. Because what's to say that that person will not retaliate? He's crazy, obviously. Anytime a person take your womanhood against your will and hold you down and put their hands around your neck, okay, in an effort to keep you from protecting yourself from said violation, that's a crazy person. Because when you're in that stance, you're looking me in my eyes, you're looking at my soul, which is telling you, bitch, get the fuck off me. He's not a small guy either. Let's go back.
We're gonna place you.
He's a big guy. He's a big guy. So imagine someone of his weight, somebody who and I'm pretty sure, because when you're mad, adrenaline is I don't want to be too graphic, but when you're upset, your adrenaline is running. everything is going on. Okay. I'm pretty sure he had this look on his face to where he this vitriol or whatever he had going on. I wonder if he was violated himself as a child, which makes him feel that he could go around and violate women. Most people who were violated as children become violators if they don't get help. So we don't really know what, and I'm going to read up on this after I get off to see. I want to see some history on this person in terms of why he is so fucking violent. 11 women is extreme, and his mother. You should be identified with these women because you are a woman. Regardless of the fact that that's your son, he should be held accountable. Okay, 78 years sound good to me, but when you, of course, have that white privilege, this is how it turns out. I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears on this case because definitely, and I hope that with them making these posts and trying to revisit this situation to see if they could get some type of charges for him. I really hope that they're able to do so because I don't think he's learning a lesson in this. Like, shit, what's to say that you don't unalive somebody the next time with your hands around their neck, being aggressive? Like, he is crazy. I see why you taking it because, nigga, you are not fine. Women don't look like they're throwing none of that wop your way. So I see why you're probably taking it by force. But at the end of the day, that is a crime. And had that been a black man, his ass would definitely be sitting on those 78 years. And we do know that. All right. Let's continue on. This person here on my screen. All right. If you guys watch the show, The Osbournes, Kelly Osbourne, baby, I don't know what the fuck is going on with you. But this one grain of rice a day, baby, ain't working for you. All right. I don't know if you're on Ozempic. I don't know if you're doing Ozempic for lunch, brunch, breakfast, dinner, supper, because only white people eat supper. Black people, we don't eat supper. But it's time to go ahead and start eating, sis, because you're starting to scare the black people and the white people as we're seeing these pictures, videos, and now you're lashing out, which says to me you're only angry because you're hungry. You're hangry and you're going off on social media and you're blaming other people because you're choosing not to eat. You look sick. You do. And prayers up to you. I don't know what's going on. I enjoyed watching the show, The Osbournes, Kelly, Jack, the mom, and everyone else on the show. Kelly has always battled with her body and her being a chunky girl. I'll be honest with you, I thought she was a pretty girl when she was, no homo, I really thought she was a pretty girl when she was a little chunkier. But of course, she just lost her dad, so maybe she's going through some grief or something like that. I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. But Kelly is going off, honey. Kelly goes off on fans for commenting on her drastic weight loss. She said that y'all are comparing photos of me now at 41 to when I was 18. People's faces change when you grow up or grow older. Yeah, it does, but Kelly, obviously is something you're taking or you're doing or not doing, which is eating, that's causing you to look this frail. That's not happy weight at all. Let's get into this, child. Oof.
Mean comments are helping nobody. They're just making you feel big and clever and like you have achieved something, but all you've achieved is being a bully. It's sick. Like, you're mentally ill. Another thing that is strange is that you compare photos of me now at 41 years old to a picture of me when I was 18 years old. People's faces change when you grow older. And one more thing, and I'll just get off my soapbox. The thing that I find the most disappointing in all of this is that most of the comments are coming from grown-ass women.
Is that a problem? Grown-ass women seeing your head sunk in on the sides. Okay, for whatever reason, again, I'm trying to be sympathetic. Let's continue, though.
Women that say they're counselors, women that are mothers, women who look like they have mean comments, who look like they have weight struggles of their own. And it's absolutely devastating that women can't support other women. They'd rather tear them down when their dad just died. It's disgusting. And I've had enough of it. So, go fuck yourself. Who look like they have weight struggles.
Oh, wow. All right. See, that's the Kelly I remember. Okay. When she lost a little weight, I was like, oh, look at Kelly. Kelly serving the girls. Yes, ma'am. Okay, come through, Kelly. All right, Kelly looked cute. That she had a little weight on her. She was cute here. But over here, you look older. Okay, you look like Winona Ryder or somebody. I was like, who the fuck is this? And when they put the caption up Kelly Osbourne, I was like, I know you lying. Like, Kelly, what? No, All right, this is another Kelly. This is not the Kelly I remember, but Kelly, girl, you do look slightly different. This is just 2021. We're in 2025, girl. To see the drastic change here. Now, the people said she was taking Ozempic, honey, and maybe you were taking too much and not eating. I don't know what's going on. She could be like under some immense stress because, like I said, they did just lose Ozzy, honey. Ozzy did just pass away a few months ago, so they were taking it very hard. You know, sometimes people, when they're grieving, they don't really want to eat and stuff like that. But I do know prior to that, she was like losing weight very rapidly, and a lot of people were saying that she was taking Ozempic or something weight loss connected. So I'm not sure, and that's fine. All right, whatever you feel like you need to do if you're trying to get your weight down, shit, it is. I chose to do mine naturally. And again, you do however you feel you need to do. Because your girl lost like 86 pounds already. Because I changed my eating pattern. I stopped drinking sodas and just, you know, a lot of things. I work out. I do a lot of things in order to keep my weight over here. You be a chunky girl too, and it's okay. But you got to know how to balance your weight. All right, your BMI. You got to keep your BMI intact. I don't think that's your BMI there, girl, because your body should not be that small for your frame. All right, Kelly is a big boned type of girl. She is. And when you can see bones where my mouse is moving, when you can see bones here and then bones on the side of your head where it looks like a whole skeleton with just skin on it, no, ma'am. A lot of people, I think, are more so concerned because they remember seeing you like you were here in the purple hair. So I don't think, yes, I do get people are bullying. That's not cool. And I sympathize with you on that part, Kelly, because I do like you. But baby, please understand and realize that you do have a problem. It's something going. Go look in the mirror. Okay, I don't know what your mirrors are telling you at your house. If you want to come borrow one of mine, please come over. But call first. But this is not right here in the pink. That is not a good look. I'm just saying, people are concerned because we don't want you in the early grave, girl. All right, you're too young to be out here on that. Swing by, you know, Burger King, honey, get the two for $4 and eat both of them hoes. Because baby, that's not a good look. Moving along, all right. Or going down there to go to Corral, honey, and eat everything on the bar, even if you don't like it. Okay, because you gotta get your weight up. You need girl. No, ma'am. You need a cheeseburger IV or something, bitch. Like, no, ma'am. Nope. All right, shit. I'm gonna eat a lot today. I'm supposed to be eating healthy today. Shit, I might eat some unhealthy. I might eat some cheesecake in your honor today, girl. Because no, ma'am. All right. And this ain't even my cheat day. All right, so let's get into this next topic. All right, because I don't know what's going on with these coaches out here that are getting fired for not being able to keep their hands to themselves. But let's get into this. Snow Bunny University. Shout out to you. Right. She do need to eat, right? That's scary. Girl, you look like you about out of here. No, ma'am, honey. They about to send you right on up to the king, ma'am. So Sharon Moore is fired and arrested for having an affair with a Michigan staffer. Now, mind you, he is married. He does like the snow bunnies. Okay. He's married to a snow bunny and he cheated with a snow bunny. And you fucked up your whole career. Why? Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So Sharon Moore is cheating on his wife with a football department employee. All right. It says fire Moore and clueless liar, DeVarde, the AD who works overtime to cover this up, said here she is. So this is the girl that's saying that he was cheating on his wife with. Okay. Typical Becky. All right. This is him. All right. So ex-UM coach Moore detained by police after firing. So that Sharon Moore, who was fired as Michigan's head football coach Wednesday, which was yesterday, was detained by police and then turned over for investigation into potential charges. All right. So I have another post that I pulled up so we can read a little bit more into what happened. Because y'all know we nosy, child. So we got to get the full scope of why he was arrested. See, them Beckys will get your ass in trouble every time. Look at Tiger Woods. All right. We can keep going. There's so many more out there. Look at Shannon Sharp. All right. Okay. Keep messing with these damn Beckys. They will bring you down. There's enough sisters out here. And if you don't want to be with a sister, it's okay. Date whoever you feel you want to date. But choose wisely because these Beckys will bring you down. All right. So Michigan fires football coach Sharon Moore for inappropriate relationship with female student worker. Let's read. All right. Shout out to the bitch gossip. Y'all are crazy in the chat. So the University of Michigan has fired head coach or football coach rather, Sharon Moore, for cause citing an internal investigation that found credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which the school says violated university policy. All right. So shortly after the firing was announced on Wednesday, which was yesterday, Moore was reportedly detained by police in the Saline, Michigan area, then turned over to Pittsburgh Township authorities as part of an ongoing investigation. Now, Michigan is expected to name Biff Poggi as interim head coach with the Wolverines, still scheduled to face Texas in the Citrus Bowl on December 31st. Moore, who's 39 years old, took over after Jim Harbaugh's departure and led Michigan to a 9-3 season in 2025. But his tenure was already under scrutiny due to prior program controversies, now including fallout connecting with NCAA stealing saga. Okay. So as you guys can see, he's found himself in some trouble where his ass has been arrested. So we're going to take a closer look at this as more details are put out there. But for now, he's been fired and his ass has been arrested for inappropriate relations. He's married. I don't understand that. Okay. Was your Becky at home not giving you what you needed? Obviously not. Let's get into some Blueface news that I hope y'all can use. Ooh, child. All right. So Blueface says to his mother, Carlissa, we can never have sex. I'm not into that, Mom. Okay. You are not my type. I showed you guys a video yesterday where he was being very disrespectful to his mom and the things that he was saying to her. She was cussing him out as well. He kind of compared her to Krishan Rock, which pissed her off. But Blueface says, Mom, we could never have sex. I'm not into that. Please stop being so invested in the women that I'm laying down with. It's kind of weird, like you're jealous, or some said that we could never lay down together. You're not my type. Why would one say that to their mother, right? On Twitter, of all places, where you know everybody's going to see it and have an opinion. Like, I feel like Blueface has really never respected his mother, Carlissa. I do feel like she is in his business quite a bit, being that, you know, your son is an adult. He did spend some time in jail and went in there and had his face colored on and came out looking a whole damn fool. I feel like he need to get all that shit taken off his face because he looks fucking crazy. But at the end of the day, I feel like you should take a few steps back and allow him to figure his own life out. Okay. You've raised him. Whatever he turned out to be is who he is. You can still parent from afar, give him advice. But as far as his relationships, it just is what it is. He's going to choose who he wants to choose. He chose to be with Krishan. As toxic as it is, as far as Jaden, Alexis, and every other relationship he's been in, Carlissa has been very much so invested in all of his relationships. But do I agree that he should speak to his mother or about her on social media or in her presence in the way that he does? No, I don't. I mean, your mother will always be your mother. Honor your mother and father. Okay, that's in a good book. And if you don't do that, then you're only cutting off your days. All right. You have to remember that. So let's continue, because I had another post connected to this. Ship has always been toxic. It's so crazy. It's been crazy for you to say, oh, Mom, I don't want to sleep with you. Where did that come from? Weird, right? Weird. She does kind of give that. You know how you have some of those mothers who don't realize their place in their children's life or their son's lives, to where the son can't really have a woman in their life because the mama thinks that she's the woman in the son's life. Have y'all seen those types of relationships? It's weird. Like I feel she needs to take a few steps back. But let's get into it. So as I just told you guys, when he was saying, Mom, we can never have sex, it goes on to say, lady friends, please let her know this is what your son is talking about, because I don't get the correlation. He says that I just want her to stop sabotaging my relationships. It is giving weird vibes. Why is she sabotaging his relationships? Maybe because she wants him all to herself. There are mothers out there that have that type of energy where they don't want their son to be with no other girl because they want to be the leading lady in his life. Weird vibes. It doesn't mean that they're having some type of sexual relationship. It just means that she's just that type of hover mom, to where she doesn't want to see her son be happy with someone else because she feels replaced. And a lot of women feel that way. It's kind of sick and twisted a little bit. Okay. I mean, a little bit for those of you that didn't get to see the video. So Blueface confronts Carlissa over an incident prior to his phone.
You're a problem. You need to grow up.
I'm never
telling her you're a problem. You need to grow up.
Don't let nobody be on the back of me, baby. Whether it's, even if it would have been my friend. So what are you saying, Jonathan?
I'm saying I need you to be a mother, not a networker, not a baddie, not a squawker.
I'm not about to let nobody in no club jump on my back over no gate.
I'm about to show you the video.
I have no reason to lie. Don't call me no liar, Jonathan. All I want to know is before Jonathan got there, didn't me and you already kiki and give hugs and kisses? So there was no reason for me to turn around and body slam you off of me. Who the are you calling Krishan? Why are you calling me Krishan?
That's that simple. You're not my woman, Mom.
And I would never, ever, ever use a mother lie.
So you're not my woman, Ma.
Ain't now one of them stepped up and said they hit this. Use a goddamn lie.
Weird, okay? Weird. That's weird vibes. I don't like to see mothers like that. Now, when my son get old enough to where he can date, I don't feel like I'm going to be a hover mom, but I'm definitely going to be checking out the bitch to come over and ring my doorbell and ask, is my son here? You may be told that he's not here if he's here, if you're not, if you don't pass the test. All right. But after that, if that's what he chooses, when he gets older, especially if he becomes an adult, I'm not going to be that invested. I might be like, well, I don't like this bitch. But ultimately, that's who he chooses. They feel like I'm his girl over his girl. Like, that's weird vibes. Like, you got to let your kids grow up and make their own decisions and learn from their own mistakes. And I feel like Carlissa is too invested in her adult son's life. He's telling you publicly, Mom, step back and let me do this. Like, I'm going to fuck it up. Yes. But it's not for you to jump in and try to fix it every single time. Let him keep hitting that brick wall. That's the only way he's going to learn. All right. Where's your man? Ain't you married? Like, she has a whole husband and you are worried about who he is dating, girl. She, even when he was seeing Hazel E, she was in like every video, every picture. Anytime they went out somewhere, she comes popping up. It's giving, girl, you are obsessed. All right. You're giving Mariah Carey. Why are you so obsessed with me? Move along, sis. Move along. All right. Damn. Oh my God. Right. So my mom's telling me, let's go ahead and get the jam session out the way so that we can go ahead and get these damn likes up and you guys can continue to get the rest of the show. All right. Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Tap on my like for me, please. Right now. Y'all, please continue to tap on that like button for me. Let's get back to the show, all right? Because we got more topics. Yes, we do. Let's get into while we were talking about Krishan, honey. And Krishan and Blueface and all of them. We got to go ahead and get this Krishan post out the way. I really want to talk about her today, but she is new, child, so it is what it is. I see we got 163 likes. We need more likes because we have 338 people watching. All right, haters, that means you too, all right? You can be here. I don't mind. Stay in the bushes, honey. But go ahead and hit that like, all right? I don't know why people don't realize. You want to watch my show, and usually it's the haters that want to sit in the bush. This is okay. But views matter as well. So I appreciate that as well, because that still keeps my channel very much so relevant. So thank you. Okay. The haters gonna always motivate. Continue to do your job. All right, moving right along, Krishan publicly apologizes to Blueface after getting called mid, meaning mediocre in lingo, in other terms. So in his head and in reality, he made a lot of sacrifices, even when people didn't believe in me. Krishan, I really would, whatever medication you're supposed to be on, it's time to go ahead and start taking it, okay? You in this Blueface situation is really starting to get on my nerves. I think he's shown you in more ways than one he don't want you, all right? You're not that girl no more. You go find your tooth. If you took this much time to go look for your damn tooth and stop looking for Blueface, you will be a better person. You will be a much better person. But let's get into what
Blueface keeps saying all these things about me. I'm gonna be a bigger person. For whenever time you felt betrayed or like I wasn't there for you while you was in jail, even though we wasn't seeing eye to eye, even though you was messing with other people and I was messing with other people. Prison is prison, right? So it's like a line you don't go over or cross for real. And I feel like his heart really hurt with that. When I get mad, I say things like, you're better off either dead or in jail. You know what I'm saying? Even though I have my reasons of why I say those things because of what we go through and what we put each other through.
But why is it every time you fall out with someone, Krishan, that you always link this person is better off unalived or in jail? Like it's like the end all be all for you. Like they shouldn't be here anymore because they pissed me off. Like, girl, what is wrong with you? Like the infatuation with death is just so crazy when it comes to her. Like, never mind, Ronnie is not here anymore because he pressed you on paternity for your child, which I still believe he is the father. And fingers point to you in terms of why Ronnie is not here. Because of coinkydinkley, you guys were arguing in the mall. We already know about it. I showed the video. You guys were arguing in the mall, and he's telling you over and over, let me see my son. Mind you, he says Krishan called him to come to the mall to see this child. He comes to the mall, spots Krishan. She acts like, why are you here? What are you doing here? Just doing this whole production in the mall, running from him after you asked him to come to the mall, according to him. So after that, you guys do know that they had a paternity case or trial or something coming up. And conveniently, he was unalived and pow standing in front of his apartment before this trial could begin. So fingers point your way, Krishan. Why everybody gotta die because they don't like you? It's weird. Let's continue.
It's still not okay to wrong is, fight a wrong with another wrong. You know what I'm saying? So my apologies to Blue, because one thing about it, he just want to hear a sincere apology. That's really just because, in his head, in reality too, he did a lot of sacrifices, even when people didn't believe in him. This is Blueface.
But didn't you threaten his life as well? Because he made it very much so clear that he would never be with you again. He didn't want nothing to do with you. And that you threatened to violate his parole and have him sent back to jail because he told you he didn't want to be with you no more. You were going to make up a lie. I said it yesterday. This girl was going to make up a lie and have Blueface violated and sent back to jail because he didn't want to be with her no more. She already made up in her mind that, oh God, we're family. Blueface, she was so excited when Carlissa announced that he was getting ready to come home. She done went and found every piece of booty shorts that she could find, honey. Every halter top that she could find. And pulled them out, child, in the dead of winter to run around half naked in front of Blueface to show him what he was missing, and he gave zero fuck. That's zero, girl. That many fucks, that's how many he gave. And you were sitting all on his lap, kissing all over him. He was just sitting there like, this bitch. Like, get the fuck up off me, girl. Like, no. He wanted nothing to do with you. So now all of a sudden your next live was, oh, my son and I are going to visit your grave. Why? He just said he didn't want to be with you no more. So now he got to go like Ronnie. Got you. So now you're apologizing like that's gonna make things better. You've done too much. I don't think Krishan realized she be going too far. The shit that you say and do sometimes it's just, girl, she's a dangerous person to be around. Krishan Gibbs the type of person that will set you up, that will pretend to like you and set you up for somebody to do some shit to you to where you ain't here no more. That's what it gives. Like, oh, you're my best friend, let's go out to eat. And as soon as you pull up, pow. It gives that with her. I would not trust her because she's a dangerous individual. But let's move along. because you know she is child connected to the gang. All right, you gotta watch them tight. You gotta watch them tight because she look like she will set you up. She really do. Let's get into some Diddy news. All right, gotta talk about Diddy. Shout out to Diddy for announcing. Before we put that up, shout out to Diddy. I told you guys yesterday, and y'all know he and Ja Rule are beefing. So shout out to that beef because it has now produced another documentary that is set to drop in May. Shout out to Fetty. All right, I told you guys that the documentary for Diddy still number one on Netflix. So the fall of Ja Rule, the beef that ended an era. I told you guys yesterday, announced yesterday, 50 Cent has released that it will drop in May on Netflix. We already know what the shit gonna be. I really hope that they elaborate a little bit more on Ja Rule being in the room with Diddy and Gene Deal being told not to let nobody come in the room and they coming running up out of there with no clothes on. That part I really need to be in the documentary because I need to know what that was about. All right. Yeah, so Ja Rule, shout out to you for fucking with 50 Cent and making him do a video or a documentary on you. So now all of your skeletons put out there as well. And I am uber excited, okay? Because y'all know your girl love documentaries, right? So shout out to you, Ja Rule. And anybody else, because we know that Marlon Wayans, you are also beefing with 50, and your documentary may be coming soon as well. So my eyes and ears will be kept to the streets. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's like Christmas. It's almost Christmas, right? Yeah, it's like Christmas with this new documentary. So shout out to Ja Rule for jumping in something that had nothing to do with you, and now your shit is about to be out there too. Look at the Lord. All right, let's move along. Shout out to 50. So 50 says that he reached out to Cassie prior to putting out the documentary about Diddy, okay, which we know he probably did, because he had to get the deets on all the shit on Diddy, because you know Cassie don't like Diddy no more. She testified against him in the trial and told all his damn business, child, sitting up there 9 months pregnant, was about to push the baby out, but baby, she told her story. So thank God for Cassie, because she's really the one to kick the door down in this whole shit where Diddy was being exposed. Had it not been for her coming out and saying, hey, this is what happened, followed by the video in the hotel, it just kind of opened the floodgates to everything that now has been exposed with Diddy, right? So 50 Cent confirms that he consulted with Cassie ahead of Diddy Netflix documentary. He said, hey, it was important, right? Y'all say you can't wait. Baby, when I tell you, when I saw that, baby, I said, oh God, okay. So I cannot wait. So let's get into it. Shout out to Jasmine Brand. It goes on to say 50 Cent is pulling back the curtains on the research that went into Netflix's explosive docuseries, Sean Combs, The Reckoning. Please watch it on Netflix if you have not seen it. Very eye-opening. Revealing that speaking directly with Cassie Ventura was a crucial part of the process. Now, the G-Unit mogul, who served as a producer on the project, recently told US Weekly that he received he reached out to Diddy's former longtime partner to better understand her experiences. Okay. Said, I think that she's going to understand it, according to 50. Said of Cassie's reaction to the series, it was important that I spoke to her to understand how things transpired. Okay. It's like, tell me your business so I can snitch. And that's exactly what happened. He also confirmed conversations with Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, who was also Cassie's trainer during the time that she dated Diddy, who helped her get away from Diddy, which she wound up marrying. So Diddy will forever hate him because he took Cassie from a very unfortunate situation. So shout out to Alex Fine for that, and he is fine. So I had conversations with her and her husband, according to 50, said that we had separate individual communication. When you hear things multiple times from different people, it rings true. So despite attorneys for Sean Combs calling the series a shameful hit piece, Netflix denied those claims as the 4-part docuseries racked up a major viewership. Again, it's still number one on Netflix, so y'all go watch it. 50 has consistently stated that highlighting Cassie's story matters and does, okay? He goes on to say, I believe Cassie's a victim of all of this. He told ABC News, he says, if I didn't say anything, you wouldn't interpret it as hip hop is fine with Diddy's behavior, which we are not. I've been saying since the 90s, Diddy been getting away with shit. So it's high time that documentaries are put out there and his legal team or anyone else on his team is not able to bully and or use his money in order to pull him down to cover up all the bullshit that he's gotten away with for years, like 30, 40 years to be exact. Women have been essayed, allegedly, because we've not, we don't have paperwork on it yet. But there have been a lot of cases against Diddy where women have said the same thing, and everybody can't be lying. Most of the stories that have come out about Diddy, they sound very similar. So everybody cannot be lying. Okay. So shout out to Cassie again for speaking her truth. Now, I said it yesterday. Cassie gives victim and participant, okay, and a lot of the things. Yes, we do know she was an adult. A lot of people are like, why did she leave? Well, we keep saying it. Stockholm syndrome is a real thing. Cassie was groomed. I'm saying again, Cassie was groomed into doing what she was doing with Diddy. She wanted to be a star. The lifestyle, of course, probably kept her there as well. The gifts, red carpet events, etc., is expensive trips, all the things. So it was kind of like a catch-22 type of relationship with Diddy, where you'll be hit in the face today, but you're going to, Saint-Tropez tomorrow. So y'all know how some girls are. They like shit like that, maybe, or maybe she just felt in fear. A few times she did run away from Diddy, and her people, or his people, found her and brought her back. So we just never know. Documentary on this situation with Cassie would be great as well. So 50, you might want to look into that. But I do feel like this situation with Cassie was very unfortunate. While I do feel like she did, willfully participate in some things, because maybe she's a little freak or whatnot. And it's not a crime to be a freak. But you guys do know that she is being sued by one of the guys, what's his name? Clayton something, who was doing the FOs with she and Diddy for quite some time. So she may have to cough up a few dollars. I don't think she will have to, but at the end of the day, that's what it is. So shout out to 50 Cent for reaching out to Cassie. Moving right along. Shout out to 50. According to 50, last thing about 50, then we're going to move on because he did speak up about, let's pull it up so y'all can see it. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. So 50 Cent responds to people who call him petty for his Netflix documentary and speaks on if he believes Diddy can make a comeback after his release from prison. He don't want him to make a comeback, but let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked.
Characterize it as a hit piece in the very beginning is because they didn't get a chance to watch it or say that. And then after they see it, you see everyone's changed their mind and it becomes the #1 dog.
But also someone calling it a hit piece was a statement from Diddy's team. So, I mean, what's your response to Diddy's team? Of course, they're going to probably have an opinion. And then what's your opinion on people that just say that you're petty? Are you petty?
I accept that. I'll take that. I'll wear that. I'm fine. Like I have antics that I've become comfortable with on social media because of the usage of social media. That's just that. You know what I mean? Like, but when they look at, they'll say me deciding to go on ABC is petty. The morning show is the biggest show. Yeah. These people, they came from. It's a great opportunity to be on that actual platform, but they looked at it further and said it's airing in prison, so this would be why I would like to do that. And it didn't come across as a reason not to. Of course, I was aware that it would be airing.
What do you think about like a possibility of him having some sort of comeback when he gets out of prison? Do you think that's a possibility?
I'm not a comeback like in music.
Yeah, or are people going to just be over this?
Well, I don't think he'll have a comeback where people are aware that he's behind it. I do think that his passion for music may allow him to go back to make music because he knows that's what he knows, right? And you can do it, and again, without meeting the record company. Like the artists are meeting the audience before they meet the record company now. So you could do those things and develop things of value. And when the company is interested, you end up making a deal, but they don't know that they did the deal with, the public doesn't know that they did the deal with him. You see what I'm saying?
Kind of like a ghost deal. I get it.
So he would be able to do that, but I don't see him like publicly people supporting him. They did characterize it as a hit piece in the very beginning is because they didn't get a chance to watch it, when they were saying that. And then after they see it, you see everyone's changed their mind and it becomes the #1 dog.
But also someone calling it a hit piece was a statement from Diddy's team. So, I mean, what's your response to Diddy's team? Of course, they're going to probably have an opinion.
So you guys see what he had to say. He said he was very much so happy that ABC picked it up because he knows that is what they're allowed to watch in prison. ABC is like one of the main stations that prisoners are allowed to watch in prison. So that's why one of the reasons why he chose to do his interview with ABC, because he wanted Diddy to see that. He wanted Diddy to see he was on his ass and that the documentary was coming out. Y'all know they've been feuding for years. So this was 50 Cent's opportunity to be the pettiest of them all and let Diddy know I got you by the balls, nigga, and what you gonna do about it? Send all of your goons, send all of your attorneys. It's not going to work. You can say, hey, I did not authorize that footage. Well, had you paid your videographer, that said footage would not have been released. Okay, so that's what your ass get for not paying people, because you've been doing that shit for years. We can go all the way back to your artists that have come forward. Shit, we talked about Mace, who said he still owed millions by Diddy. So it's this karma. It's called karma, Diddy. Okay. And it was very cute. See how you sent those flowers down there to 50 Cent as a means of trying to threaten him. Okay, that's how I saw it. It's like a threat. Like, nigga, you did this documentary and you exposed me. Take these flowers. It looked like some funeral flowers to me. But y'all can go ahead and comment on what y'all think. Moving right along. All right. We're about to get into the reality TV portion of the show here in a second, but we got a couple more. I didn't realize I pulled all this shit today, y'all. My God. I'm going to move that. Because y'all know I get to pulling topics, honey, and we'll be here all damn day, and I cannot be. All right, let's get into this. Someone got exposed for stealing some rent. Let's get into that. So Joseph Landing Apartments in Savannah, Georgia. If y'all live in Savannah, Georgia, and you know where Joseph Landing Apartments are, or if you live in Joseph Landing Apartments, you might want to look into if your rent is actually being paid when you pay it, because it's giving someone who works there been stealing some rent money. All right, let's get into it. Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right. Yeah, these folks y'all be in a hurry to go to jail. I don't be understanding it. Shout out to the 330 watching. Some of y'all be in a hurry to go to jail. So Joseph Landing Apartments in Savannah, Georgia, said it is accusing us of not paying our rent that was stolen from their rent office. Okay, let's get into it, honey.
Joseph Landing are saying that we did not drop our rent off their line. They're saying that it couldn't even fit through the whole, mind you, but they had my envelope. They had my envelope here. They saying that
you should try to slide through on the videos too.
I'm not gonna do, because I ain't gonna open their door because they're gonna think I'm wrong. Yeah, but yeah, y'all, it's not just my rent that's missing. It's another tenant rent that's missing. But they're around here demonstrating and acting like we're lying. We had to put in the police report because they're saying they didn't get our rent. This is her right here, y'all. I wish I could, if y'all can see through the. This is her lying, saying we didn't get our rent, saying we didn't pay our rent, saying we didn't slid nothing through the door. I can't tell. They saying they can't fit through this crack. Mind y'all, look at the crack. So you telling me an envelope can't fit through that crack?
Especially down here.
Yeah, look down here, y'all. They're saying that it can't fit through there. They're saying that our envelopes, but y'all found my envelope, and they found $135 money order from the other tenant that has her rent also missing.
$35 for rent?
Like, I just don't understand. Like,
my
this
rent
is
$10.35 and
literally
two $500 goddamn money orders plus $135. You mean tell me you only found 35?
35? And mind y'all, my rent is $13.60. All of my money orders are missing. All they saying is they saw an envelope through there. Y'all think I'm gonna slide a ripped envelope like this? Y'all think I'm gonna slide a ripped up envelope like this through y'all door? That y'all so-called say you can't even slide nothing through.
So it gives that these tenants are paying with money orders, and it looks like the envelopes that they're put in and sliding them through the door, they've been tampered with and are opened, and they're getting notices saying, hey, you did not pay your rent. You know, you're going to be evicted, whatever the case may be. You got 30 days to pay your rent, when they've already dropped their rent off and slid through the door. Obviously, you can see the envelope's been opened and the money order is not there. So, of course, you know, they can track money orders because of like serial numbers, kind of like how check is on the bottom. Y'all know how money orders are, but it takes time to investigate that type thing. This is unfortunate because who got $1,300 to be sitting here trying to track down when your rent is due now? So if they evict her, that would be a great lawsuit for her, because then she'll be able to prove that she did have a money order, because she can go right back to the same place that she got it from and get, some type of documentation on that, or have it tracked, because she does have the stub as well showing that she did have money order for that amount. But as they were saying here in this thing here, cashier's check is a great way to start paying your rent, because that's a little bit more reputable with the bank. It don't take long to get that shit tracked down. But for whoever is working at this apartment building, it gives that they may be stealing money orders, okay? It gives that they may be stealing people's money orders for their rent. And that's unfortunate with people being laid off, with people, because you know, sometimes when you pay your rent, a lot of times people be broke after that. Like, shit, I barely had enough to just pay my rent. I ain't got no more money after that. They probably waiting on their next check so they can do what they need to do. And then you get a notice in the mail saying, we never received your rent. Bullshit, $1,300. Y'all better up and find my money. Bitch better have my, okay? That's what it gives. So I'm really doing this post just to give some awareness to Joseph Landing Apartments in Savannah, Georgia. I'm not sure what kind of fraud shit y'all on over there, but we're just really doing it for exposure purposes here on my channel, because you guys need to get y'all shit together. All right, this woman says, I am heartbroken right now because my hard-earned money is missing and they are treating me like I did something wrong. Any advice, please drop in the comments. So shout out to Miss Diamond Shakaya for exposing Joseph Landing Apartments in Savannah, Georgia. I hope she is able to find out where the fuck her money went. And the lady that got up and walked away up in there, it gives that she might have been in on this whole scheme as well with her fat ass. She looked like she probably used their rent money to be down there at Golden Corral or somewhere and ate up the fucking buffet with somebody's rent money. That's what it gave. Because when your wide back ass got up and ran away from the camera just now, it kind of, in my spirit, it kind of gave that you had something to do with it. But nevertheless, let's move along. All right, chicken and macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and shit. That's what it gave. But anyway, all right, and you probably smuggled out 12 pieces of chicken in your fucking purse after that. All right, with your big back ass. Moving right along, because I don't care no more. All right, y'all know y'all be smuggling chicken up out of there. You take your big purse when you eat out on buffets, and have your foil and your damn Reynolds wrap up in your damn purse. And when you go to the buffet, as the tea is silent, bitch. All right. But you go in there and you get a good leg, breast, thigh, and a few wings and make it a 12-piece in your purse and walk your chunky big back asses to the car and with chicken grease on your fingers on the steering wheel and be eating chicken and shit with crumbs dropping between the damn floorboards and shit. Because you're proud that your ass was able to walk up out of there with a good 12-piece for free. But move around. Black people do better. Shit. Okay. Do better. All right. Do better. I love some fried chicken. I ain't had it in a minute. But bitch, listen. Y'all know y'all be stealing food. Why do you do that? Like, why do black people do that? We so fucking extra. Like, why are we so fucking extra? Like, damn, it's a buffet. Buffet. Eat all you can eat, girl. Not, you know, don't put it in your purse. But moving around along. That's what I said about Marie's sister, too. She look like she be smuggling chicken, too. Her smuggling chicken ass. All right, but moving around along. All right, so update. We talked about this topic here. Very sad, very sad. All right, let me get out of happy mode now into sad mode, y'all. Because yes, honey, yes. So after his two daughters, y'all remember the story we talked about where a fire broke out around Thanksgiving time, and the two daughters ran in to try to help get their father out of the house, and they wound up being unalived with this fire. Y'all remember we talked about it, so we got to spin the block because there's an update. So after two daughters passed away saving after his two daughters passed away saving him from a fire over Thanksgiving, their father, France Fleury, has now passed away weeks later from his injuries. That's so sad. Okay, 3 family members in a matter of weeks. That's excessive. All right, so prayers up for this family because they said that they were very much so known in the neighborhood. I remember one of the guys on here said that they were babysat by this very family. They were good people. Unfortunately, around Thanksgiving time, their house caught fire for I don't even know how. That's irrelevant, but the fact that the two sisters ran in to get the father out, they were able to save the father, but they succumbed to their injuries and or the fire. Okay, so a house fire broke out over Thanksgiving at a home in Mosswood Avenue in Orange, New Jersey. Said that the fire trapped a disabled father and his two daughters, Francia Fleury, who was 49 years old, and Panjane Fleury, who was 42 years old, who were rushed to save him and passed away trying to save their father. France Fleury initially survived and was taken to a hospital. Sadly, weeks later, he passed away from his injuries on Sunday, probably from smoke inhalation and some other things. Okay, it's sad. Loved ones say that they that all 3 will be remembered and honored together. Okay, so they're together now, thankfully in heaven. It's unfortunate though. It's the holidays. Like, who want to be dealing with this shit around the holidays, especially around Thanksgiving when all family usually get together to sit down, eat, and look at pictures and, you know, remember. I remember when I was 5 years old right here in this picture. We do that every time I go home. My grandmother, she got all the pictures when we were small, and she loved to pull them hoes out and be like, this is her when she was little. I was like, why are we showing these pictures? But anyway, but shout out to this family and prayers up to everyone that know them and that were affected. Okay, moving right along, child. Good God. Let's get into some reality TV news. Let's get into the reality TV news, and then we're going to dip on out of here, honey. Lil Scrappy's baby mama, his most recent baby mama, threesome baby. All right, we got to call her threesome baby because I cannot remember her name. Brittany. Okay, we'll call her Brittany. Brittany, a.k.a. threesome baby mama. Okay, so Lil Scrappy's ex Brittany denies Bambi ever took Scrappy from her as if he's a flex anyway, girl. No. And shades him saying nothing that she wants can be taken from her. Well, I would hope that you are not out here feeling nostalgic over Scrappy, who is 45 years old without a fucking car. That's diabolical, right? So no, Scrappy is nobody to be out here fighting anybody over or even going live over. Scrappy is trash. Scrappy is a mama's boy. Scrappy is someone who cannot pay his rent and probably utilities and take care of himself, but he loves to be out here acting like he is the shit and still running around here singing and or performing that same song from the early 2000s that no one, and I mean no one, starting with me, gives no fucks about. But let's go ahead and get into what Brittany, the AKA threesome baby mama, had to say. Shout out to Live Bites.
So the comment saying that somebody took somebody from me, baby, nothing can be taken from me. Nothing. Literally nothing. But I was explaining to my followers, somebody said that somebody took something from me. I said, oh, baby, nothing can never be taken from me.
So let me just go ahead and tell you guys what she's talking about. Of course, you guys know there's a video floating around where Scrappy and Bambi were seen at the Brandy and Monica concert. They were all, all up on each other, enjoying the show, vibing out or whatever. Okay. Bambi's ex-boyfriend, Ray Face, I showed you guys yesterday where he was talking shit about them being together. He's the one that said, oh, Scrappy's 45-year-old without a car. He even went in on Bambi saying he had pictures and videos of her giving dome and he was going to release them and all this. I was just like, that's revenge, P. Go to jail already. Okay. So now here she comes after said video is circulating because she feels some type of way that Bambi and Scrappy are seen out in public, and now she is doing this whole video saying, oh, you can never take something from me. Scrappy has a tendency of always circling the block back to his baby mamas. I mean, look how many times he was going back and forth to Diamond. Look how many times, and then when Diamond didn't want to fool with him no more, he would go back to Erica Dixon. When Erica got tired of his shit, then he would go to Bambi. Like he keeps these women in rotation, and I gotta blame the women because you guys allow him to be on that type of fuck shit. Like for real, Scrappy is no one but Mama D's son. I promise you, he don't have shit to offer you but some dick, and even that probably ain't good. All right, even that probably ain't good. But then again, I don't know. Usually the niggas with no car usually do have good schlong. I wouldn't know because I don't fool with them type. But usually when a nigga don't have no car and sit at home all day playing PlayStation with the Timberlands on and the wife beater, usually those be the ones that be packing and doing what they need to do. Okay. In the bedroom, of course. But as far as him being this dude that you should be out here crashing out over, no ma'am. The fact that you even did alive to even address the shit just really talks about your caliber as a woman. Go home and where your child at? I ain't see your child in the video. Go and get your child and focus on your child. Bond with your child, okay, that you just had to have with this whole threesome situation from sorry ass Scrappy, who can't even pick his child up because he don't even have a fucking car. All right, y'all out here busting down and giving wop to niggas with no ride. Like, girl, get off my screen. Fuck you and this wig and everything else that comes with it, because I ain't got no more for you. I ain't even gonna play no more because that's stupid. Let's get into this Quad and King bullshit. There is a sneak peek for Married to Medicine. Shout out to Bravo Shade Room. Child, I ain't wasting no more time on Scrappy. Who is Scrappy? No one, girl. No one. I'm not giving you no more time on my show for that bullshit. No. Married to Medicine, of course, you guys know it's back on our air. Love it, because that is my show. I love it. They do have a sneak peek. Quad talks about the IVF process and eggs egg retrieval surgery. Do I feel like this is all of a storyline for her? I do. King is not that thrilled about a baby, but twins, the two of them, because he still got to pay restitution rather to his trial that he got coming up for his fraudulent ways of stealing double R's and headrest. That would be a Rolls Royce. So the same one that they said that he gifted to Quad. Okay, girl. Your man is out here stealing Rolls Royces for you and giving you gifts on national television that he got to turn back in because they want his to give to you in the first place. Go off. But anywho, let's get into this. Yeah, y'all the fucking niggas with no cars. That ain't it. You're like, what time you gonna pick me up? Well, my Uber be there. Bitch, don't worry about it. All right, fuck that. Damn Uber come pick me up. Where your car? Fuck. All right, but anyway, so shout out to Bravo Shade Room. Let's get into this clip, child. Ooh.
What's up?
What's happening?
What you doing? You so neat.
Yep.
Oh, as long as you don't eat my food.
I don't eat your food anyway.
But you do it all the time. What you got to say about that?
Absolutely nothing.
Why? Because you do eat my food all the time.
Well, this is the thing with the leftovers. Don't assume like, oh, they in the refrigerator. This is my girl, and everything is ours. I'm eating the leftovers. Then what I'm gonna eat?
I don't want to have a whole hour conversation about
It's
food.
you
It's
that's talking
petty.
about it.
But guess what? I have a healthy appetite. You want it 15 times a day? Feed me.
Well, he just shut my damn mouth.
I think you need to.
I highly doubt he is giving it to you 15 times a day. People who work and have businesses and lives and things that they have to take care of, like important shit, you don't have time to be over here busting down 15 times a day. So I feel like y'all are stretching it for the cameras, of course, because it's always clout when it comes to Quad. Quad just gives, well, that's why they call her Quad the fraud, because she just gives fake vibes. I really have never been this huge fan of Quad because I feel like she just be putting 20 on 10 every time she shows up on camera. And I feel like this nigga here that she brought into our world that we really don't give a fuck about because he is very much so irrelevant. I feel like he is very much.
Take your shot because your hormones are already like.
Does the shot make me have like mood swings, like rage?
Yes.
No, not rage. I find myself crying a lot. I have tried with you.
You've always cried a lot. I don't feel like it has anything to do with these shots, but let's continue.
I don't even know what is the problem. That's not me being enraged. What's up?
So that's her house that they say she cannot pay for. Let's continue. That was so messy.
Being enraged. King and I are trying to get pregnant.
Any chance there's going to be a baby Quad coming?
We're hoping.
You talked about IVF. Any
Yes.
updates?
I am in the process for
Are you?
sure. We have a friend who basically got pregnant at 46 with triplets. And I said, well, wait a minute, where's this doctor? And she's like, oh, this doctor is in Ghana. When I heard that, I just felt like this is where I need to be.
So for those of you who don't know, if you don't follow Quad, they were saying that she was flying her ass over to Ghana to this doctor to be getting these injections or whatever for IVF to see if she could indeed get pregnant. It's so weird to me why she did not want to even have kids at one point when she was married to Dr. G. But then again, and I said it before, sometimes, you know, with the right person, then you do see yourself being a mother. Maybe she didn't see that with Dr. G because he was so fucking immature. That falling all in the floor and foaming at the mouth. I wouldn't want to have no damn child with you either. That was just giving too much. Y'all remember when he peeled out in his little whatever kind of car that was, little Urkel car. He was just, it just didn't give that they should have had children. So timing, yeah, that part I get. But, you know, when they say you meet the right person, they will kind of make you feel like, oh, my God, I'm ready to move to the next phase of my life, which is to be a mother and be a wife. Why she wants to be a mother before a wife, that's your business. Usually you kind of want to do it in order. But, you know, this is 2025, honey, where everybody's putting the cart before the horse. They're going to have a baby first, then they get married. So I don't know. But let's continue.
Appreciate your grace in this. And your understanding.
Jackie had agreed to being my doctor stateside. She is responsible for all of my lab tracing.
I have nothing but good news for you. Pap is normal, mammogram is normal, all your tests have been normal.
We've now had 2 egg retrievals.
I am just checking in and getting ready for my surgery to have the eggs removed. Let's pray that all goes well.
I spent my whole life trying to dodge this bullet.
It's not a bullet. It's a blessing.
Doesn't sound like he want to have kids. He's waited his whole life to dodge this bullet. Gotcha.
This blessing in disguise.
I'll be being enraged.
Okay.
In disguise.
I'll be happy we just get another, what do you think, like 4? How about you?
6.
6.
So I have to go through this again.
I don't want to either. You think I want to stick myself? I'm drained going back there now. You finish your food. I'm going to go ahead and go back here and get prepping.
Get your shot going so I can get ready for this next 24 hours of hell.
Sticking yourself a couple of times a day, every single day, gets exhausting and tiring. But despite all the side effects, it still will be well worth it to me to become a mom.
Big, bad, tough Miss Quad is scared of a little needle.
I'm not scared of the needle. I just don't like other people doing it.
If we get the results that we're seeking, it'll definitely be worth it. If not, I could have bought another car.
You mean steal another car?
This way, bro. This smells like a fish. Go brush your teeth for real. Baby, you're knocking me out.
How you tell your man on national television on camera that his breath is kicking like Bruce Lee? Girl! I about to
You
say,
got a problem, you're projecting it on me. In this.
that's so embarrassing. How do you tell your man on national television that his breath is funky, girl? Okay. Yeah. He look like his breath stink too. He totally looks like he walks around all damn day like his breath smells like he's been eating ass all damn day. That's what he gives. He gives that. But let's continue. What y'all think about that? Quad is ready to be a mother now, child. Quad is ready to be a mama. Moving right along. What time is it? Yeah, we gotta keep moving. All right, so Monique Samuels says that she can coexist with Candace on the show and have a conversation with her, just like she did with Giselle. Okay, well, the only difference between you and Giselle and you and Candace is you tore her whole damn wig off and about knocked her whole damn eyeball out when y'all got into a fight on the show. You only pulled out a binder and read Giselle down, so there's a huge difference. Monique also stands by her statement that she never had a relationship with Candace. She says that no, there was no relationship. I don't misspeak. So let's get into it. Do I think they'll ever be friends? No. Cordial? Probably yes. If Candace is open to it, and if not, move on with your life, child. Everybody to get into a fight with somebody, you don't usually spin the block and want to be friends with them because you've shown me who you are. I'm that way too. With the exception of one person, I told you guys, and we're Facebook friends now. And that was like way back in high school. Me and this girl got into a whole fist fight, child. And it was a nasty one. But we, as you grow up and you become an adult or whatever, you become okay and cool with people. So she's like a Facebook friend. We talk and DM and all that type shit now. I mean, that was in high school. Why am I gonna hold on to shit like that for life? I ain't even mad no more about that shit. I mean, it is what it is. I whooped your ass, and we can go ahead and say that on the record. I whooped your ass because you talking a little bit too much shit, and you pissed me off that day, and I snatched the bitch up. I got expelled. But it was worth it. But it's after the fact. So that's just what it is. Get your ass beat and be friends and move on. In this case, I don't think that Candace and Monique will ever be friends. One, because Candace got a slick fucking mouth. And Candace is a clout chaser. Okay, she is, baby. Fine. Where's your triangle tissue, honey? Let me help you. Go do this right here, honey. Let me help you, girl. Go and do one of these right here and move on. All right, let's get into Monique. Y'all know she keep a triangle tissue everywhere she go, honey. Because she going to give you a good fake cry. Let's get into it.
If Candace were to come back to the show, would you be able to coexist with her in the same space? Of course. I can coexist with anybody. Listen, like I told you, I'm in a different space right now. Now, do I have to be friends with everybody? Absolutely not.
No.
Do things have to be reconciled and rekindled? No. But you can still, be around people. Audience member asked you what was your relationship with C, and you said there was none instead of saying there is none. It came out as if.
Come on, fresh face. I like Monique when she pop up on live because she gonna always give you fresh face. Her skin is so radiant. I just had to say that.
You guys never had a friendship. Well, we didn't. And I didn't misspeak. Exactly what I said is what I meant. They asked, what was our relationship? Okay. In order to have a relationship with one, it requires two people partaking in the relationship in a very reciprocated, equal manner. So no, there was no relationship. So no, I didn't misspeak. That's exactly what I said. Even people are like, oh, well, how can you make up with Giselle and you won't make up with Candace? I can have a conversation with Giselle. If Candace were to come back with Giselle, it doesn't mean we got to be BFFs.
Right.
Me and Giselle ain't hanging out, going to dinner every night and doing all of that. It's just called being a grown up. You know how to move on and then you just go with the flow. Right. It's not as a big of a deal as people try to make it. You don't have to have these tight friendships with everybody. just because you're in the same group or you're in the same circles, or, you know, like, you don't, it's not mandatory. You just have to know how to act like a person.
Right. If you're working, especially with them working as closely as they do on set, I mean, it's just great to be cordial with said person. You don't want to be giving evil eyes and feeling uncomfortable being in the same space. Y'all got to go and film in certain space. You might not like that person, but get your money. I'm not going to allow you to make me miss a bag because I don't like you. Like, you stay over there, I'll stay over here. I can even speak and coexist and be in the same areas, and it not be to the point where I'm like, oh God, this bitch. Like, it don't have to be that. Okay. I feel like enough time has passed between the situation with Monique and Giselle. Like, did she lie on you, Giselle? No, she did not. She brought a whole binder and read your ass from Genesis to Revelations and all the way through the fucking table of contents. And I enjoyed it. I'm be honest with you. But I feel like, gosh, Giselle is never held accountable, but she be in everybody else's business. So it was only fit and proper that Monique read the fuck out of you the way she did. And I loved it. I hope she do the shit again. But again, I feel like they it's big of Monique to say, hey, I'm over this shit. Like, we, you know, I'm back on the show now. Let's go ahead and make amends so that we can coexist and be in the same spaces, whatever. Candace, you're not even on the show. You don't want to be on the show. You want to be home and be a mom. Great for you. But the fact that you keep doing lives and talking about old shit to stay relevant is very unbecoming. Okay, it really is. And I'm really getting sick of your smurf faced ass. And I got to say that Candace is not a favorite of mine. Let's get into what Candace and her unrelevant ass had to say, because she gonna always click her button and go live and be talking about some shit no one cares about but her. Like, let's get into it. She's cringe, if you will. Let me get my tissue ready, child. Oh my God.
Apparently she said at the reunion, I don't recall I don't know, but she mentioned, you came up about, she said she's apologized to you, and I couldn't help it. That's what that was in the clip. I don't think because based on what you said, I don't think you felt like you got that actual apology, and I don't recall it either, so maybe yes.
I mean, I have PTSD from the entire experience, so it's possible that I could be misremembering, but I do not recall ever receiving an apology.
How do you receive PTSD when you initiated said bullshit? How do you do that? How does that work for you? Like, you were talking just as much shit as Monique, but then when she laid the pause upon you, now all of us, I have PTSD. I got to write on some sticky notes and post it on the mirror for some, you know, for some God quotes. Like, girl, you asked for that shit. And then when she finally got tired of your mess and reached across the damn table and snatched your ass into oblivion, that's what you deserve. Like, stop. Don't despise people who poke the bear. And when the bear get to growling, you still on this shit until they reach over there and claw your ass. And then it's, oh my God, the bear clawed me. What did you think the bear was going to do? What did you think the bear? They growl. That's why animals growl first before they attack your ass. And if you keep messing with them and they scratch or bite your ass, then that's what the fuck you get. White people, if you're in my chat, please take note, because I'm tired of watching y'all asses on when animals attack and you act surprised when a bull run into your ass, or when a moose, y'all feel me? When a bear attack your ass, the bear is letting you know, bitch, abort mission. That's what that means. That's a warning. Candace Monique warned you, and that's what your ass, now you got PTSD because you got your ass beat. Great.
From that girl. I mean, and I see a lot of clips of her talking about like her, how she was unhealed. I'm like paraphrasing, but how she was unhealed, and much of her behavior was because she was an unhealed girl, which, okay, child, we all got pain. We all got some healing to do and therapy to do, but it's just, it all like reeks to me of like,
she apparently said at the reunion, I don't recall,
like reeks to me of like skirting around real accountability. Mostly because, like you said, if you wanted to apologize to me, you would have and could have called me directly. And I'm not now, nor have I ever been with none of this show shit, this camera shit, like this. What are
you doing now? This is camera shit, right? Why are you talking about an ass whipping that happened, 5 or so years ago? Why are you making this situation relevant again when we're not even talking about this? Nobody's talking about this no more except you. Now that Monique is back on the show and you're not. Now it's, let me make Monique look like she's the violent one when I initiated it. Just skip over the shit that you did. Like, that's
I wanted to apologize, but I wanted to save it for this camera or that camera. That to me is a crock of shit. Like, when you inflict real live pain on people and real live trauma on people, you need to offer a real live apology that does not need to involve cameras.
So should she go live and ugly cry like you and get her triangle tissue and just, oh my God, Candace, I just want to say I'm sorry for whipping your ass thoroughly on that good old day back there 5 years ago when you were fucking with me first. Okay, I really hope that you accept my apology in this moment. Was you looking for that? Girl, goodbye.
So it's just all these conversations about me or that involve me or are me adjacent. It's I don't take it, I don't consider it as remorse. Like, reeks to me of like skirting around real accountability, remorse, or apologetic. And I also think it's cute because I don't really see her out in the public much.
Well, you're not out much. You're home being a mother, but carry on. Speaking,
Unless she's talking about me. So what does that say about your relevance?
Candace, go sing and dance off beat. Like, I'm really sick of you. Girl, what's the song? Drive Back. Girl, drive back to your therapist, okay? Ain't the name of your song. Back, girl, to your therapist and ask them to up your dosage of the crazy pill so that you can get over whatever this shit is between you and Monique. Obviously, Monique don't give this many fucks, that's zero, about this situation. You are putting 20 on 10 in this moment because it's giving you have no relevancy since you left the show. Even Giselle is like, oh my God, Monique, welcome back. You still say, yeah, so yeah, on that very day. And I just think that it's total bullshit that she's still not going live to give me a direct apology. Girl, fuck you in that apology. Like, no one cares anymore. I promise you. Go and make a bottle, change a diaper, write a song, go dance off beat. All of that, girl. Go in there and sit down and let your husband, who ain't really got no real job anyway, go in there and let him cook some eggs or something for you. I don't know. Just get off my damn TV screen with this shit. All right. Move along. So I found a clip that I want to share with you guys with Candy and Todd. So this, I said that, you know what, Candy and Todd been having some issues that we really didn't know about. Y'all talking about real stop. I shall not stop because y'all know Candace is full of shit. All right. She is. And I'm going to always give her ass the business when I talk about her because she is always full of shit. But let's get into this clip, child. Oh, they be eating me up in the comments over here, child. Like, they just be, oh my God. So here we go. So Candy and Todd, all right, they're in the scene. They are packing for a LA trip, all right. But Todd has decided and sprung upon Candy that he gonna stay a whole week after. And she's like, look, well, why the fuck did I hurry on to come and spend time with my husband, trip with us together, but you're gonna stay over a whole week after just to party and bullshit, right? Let's get into this. I said, see, they've been having problems for quite some time. Shout out to reality TV clips. If you guys have a real reality clips, because that's why I like to look at on TikTok, because they have a lot of clips that we really haven't seen and unseen footage as well from some of your favorite shows. So shout out to any content creator that's watching me right now. Head on over to real reality clips if you guys want to get some great topics from them. All right, but anywho and anyway, Candy and Todd, like I said in this clip, they're going on some type of trip, and they kind of get into this little verbal argument because Todd gives no fuck that Candy rushed home in order to be a wife and spend time with him because y'all know she's gone for months at a time. But Todd's like, I don't give a damn. I'm about to go on this trip and then I'm going to stay for a whole week over to go and party and bullshit. So thank you for coming home. Finally, Candy wanted to be a mama to our children, but I'm going to go out of town and go turn up. So let's get into it because this shows that they have really been having some issues for a while. All right, let's go.
Packing a lot of bags. I thought I was only going to be there for like a day.
I'm out there working.
You're not working on the weekends. So why are you staying longer than me? Are you actually going to be working or are you trying to stay extra days to party with your friends?
Party? No.
So when you coming home?
1 week from tomorrow. Hey, sometimes you just need a day just to, you know. You never feel that? Come on.
No, I'm always trying to rush home to get back to you guys.
You do. I appreciate that.
But you don't.
I do, babe, but
you even wait till the last flight out of a day that you're supposed to leave.
Because you know I like a certain flight.
Sometimes I do feel like Todd enjoys being in LA a little bit more because, you know, he's always stressed out when he comes back.
I ain't gonna go back and forth with you over this. I just like to argue.
I cannot believe you said that. I do not like to argue.
That's that Taurus back and forth.
I am quick to tell anybody, okay, and then just shut down on you.
All right, we'll do that. Good, babe. Shut down.
So, as you guys can see, Todd is currently not giving any fucks right now about Kandi and how she feels. She just told him, look, I've been on the road touring, working, whatever. I rushed home to be with you and the kids. And now you're telling me that you're getting ready to go on this trip and you're going to stay an additional week, which means that I'm not going to, as a wife, get to spend time with you and with our kids, like as a family unit. We should be out doing things, going out to eat, whatever, catching up, you know. Whatever the case may be, Todd don't care. He's like, yeah, be mad, whatever. I'm not about to argue with you because that's what you like to do. I'm still going on this trip and I'm going to stay for an entire week and go party and bullshit and do whatever else I feel like the fuck to do. But as you guys can see, and this clip here, this kind of happened a ways back. But as you guys can see, this has been going on for quite some time between Kandi and Todd. It's just kind of snowballed into this issue that I feel has just kind of gotten out of control. Do I feel like this is probably one of the reasons why Kandi was saying, hey, I think she knew that he was probably stepping out and doing some things, which is probably why they agreed to probably start having threesomes to kind of keep it into the household to where he didn't have to go out, but that still did not keep Todd from wanting to go out and do what he does. All right. I told you guys that Todd likes to hang out in the strip clubs in Atlanta until they close. We already know what time strip clubs close. I mean, strip club, yeah, with strip clubs closed, like that's hella late. And Kandi was like, I don't like that. I showed you guys the clip where she said it. I don't like that. So it gives that Kandi, even with her being busy, being who she is in Escape, having all the businesses that she has, she's very busy. But if she's trying to make time with you as a wife, it's like she's kind of changed her life a little bit to be in wife mode. Todd is still in party mode. And you got to change that shit when you get married. You can't be out all the time in the clubs and want to be out with the homies when your wife is at home waiting on you. Like some of that shit you got to dial back. And it's given that Todd just did not care. I feel like he did not respect Kandi, because if you respect your wife and she's sitting here vocalizing to you, hey, I want you home. I want to spend time with my man. Like, why are you staying an additional week for vacation when you know that I'm home? You don't give a damn. All right. One more time. One more again. Let me back it up. Just look at I want you guys to look at the disrespect in his voice and how Kandi's looking at him like, really?
Like a date.
I'm out there working.
You're not working on the weekends.
So
why are you staying longer than me? Are you actually going to be working, or are you trying to stay extra days to party with your friends?
Party? No.
So when you come home?
1 week from tomorrow. Hey, sometimes you just need a day. Just to, you know. You never feel that? Come on.
No, I'm just trying to rush home to get back to you guys.
You do. I appreciate that.
But you don't.
So she's saying, I'm always rushing home so I can spend time with you guys. He like, yeah, I appreciate that. But in the back of his mind, I'm still going. Like, I really don't care if you mad in this moment, honey. Be mad, scratch your ass, as they say, honey. I don't give a fuck. Tyler's like, yeah, my bags are packed and I'm still going for an additional week. So
I do, babe, but
you even wait to the last flight out of a day that you're supposed to leave.
Because you know I like a certain flight.
Sometimes I do.
So now what she's trying to say is, like, when Todd is supposed to come home, he'll wait like at the last minute and decide he's going to stay over more time versus bringing his ass home. Now it kind of makes me feel like with the rumors that are circulating that Todd been seeing other women, which is one of the reasons why Kandi has decided to go ahead and file for divorce. I feel like this shit been going on. Because Amanda don't want to come home. Like, what are you out there for? Can't he try to lie and tell her why I'm working? Candace's like, no, you're not working on the weekend. So what the fuck are you doing? And where are you? So it gives that there's been some infidelities or some stepping out on maybe Todd's part prior to all of this, which is probably why they did the whole living girlfriend with Fatum. Y'all remember I showed y'all the pictures of them with Fatum, and then with the whole threesome situation to kind of reel some of that shit in to kind of make him be home more. But Todd is still outside. I mean, shit, we just saw the other day, Todd done flew somewhere else, honey, with his feet up, sitting beside the pool, Kandi nowhere in sight, which, of course, you guys know that they have filed for divorce since then. But still, this is something that Todd's been doing. Let's continue.
I feel like Todd enjoys being in LA a little bit more because, you know, he's always stressed out when he comes back.
Notice too, let me add this, and I'm sorry to keep stopping it, but y'all know I have to do commentary in between my clips. Notice if a lot of these guys that have this mentality like Todd, a lot of times they will pick small arguments and make them huge so that he can storm off and say, well, I just need time. I just need some time away. I'm super stressed out. Notice that Todd uses that phrase a lot when it comes to Kandi and his situation with Kandi. He's stressed out. Doing what? You at a time working, Todd. You're home watching the kids, and I hear Kandi has 2 live-in nannies. So what are you doing that's so stressful for you? You're not paying the rent down there at Blaze Steakhouse and OLG restaurant. You're not working down there. So what are you stressed out about, Todd? To where you keep picking these arguments with Kandi and then push it on her to make it seem like she's the one that like to argue when you kind of already checked out of this situation is what it gives.
I ain't gonna go back and forth with you over this. Just like that.
I ain't going back and forth with you because you like to argue. Kandi says she don't like to argue. But notice how it's a build-up, and now let's put this on you to make it seem like you're the problem, and this is why I need to get away. Who is in California that you got to stay a whole week over for is my question. Because most niggas like Todd, because didn't they say on the show, who was it? I think it was Portia said that he be telling women that he's some other name. I forget it was. But you got to go out of town to cheat because you can't do your shit in Atlanta like that because you don't want it to get back. So you go out of state and you got a little, thought monster that's waiting for you over there in LA where you stand. You probably staying at her house or in a hotel with her. Who knows? But I'm trying to figure out why this nigga so stressed out when you don't really be doing shit but going to the club.
I cannot believe you said that. I do not like to argue.
That's that Taurus back and forth.
I am quick to tell anybody, okay, and then just shut down on you.
All right, we'll do that. Good, babe. Shut down on you.
I'm shut down.
Go ahead, babe. Shut down on me. He don't give a damn. Todd don't care. Todd is clocked out. You can see the tension between the two. Like, they're not here anymore. They're here. Oh my God, Todd. Like,
you packing a lot of bags.
Now we kind of see why they're in the situation that they're in. I see a lot of people in comments were trying to blame Kandi, like, oh, Kandi don't, she demasculates him. She don't let him be a man. But what wife doesn't want her husband to be at home and spend time at home? If he's always on the go, when her job pulls her away from the house and then you're making it convenient for you to always be gone. Was this his way of punishing her for being away? We say, oh, you away all the time. So when you come home, I'm going to pull a you on you. And now I'm going to be away to show you how it feels to be away. That's what it gives. But let's continue. Y'all. Yeah, Todd is on some other shit. Todd is on some other shit. So let's get into this clip with, I gotta hurry, Jesus. Let's get into this clip with Carlos King and Tammy Rivera, okay? Because and this is going to be our last topic. I did get a chance to finish the interview. It was pretty good. There was a lot of things I learned about the interview between Tammy Rivera and Carlos King. She did announce that she was seeing a new guy, which I already knew because I do follow her. Now, this new guy that she is seeing, of course, is still married. He's not yet gotten his divorce. A lot of people were eating her up in the comments when she mentioned that, but she was saying he's this God-fearing guy who likes to be in strip clubs and then he likes to go home and pray. Weird. I mean, nothing wrong with that if that's what you enjoy doing, but some of the stuff that she kind of shared, I feel like maybe you should have kept to yourself because it made people be a little bit too judgmental in the comments. But so her new boo is a married man who has not yet finalized his divorce, and she says that he's a good guy. He is this very smart guy who she feels is very respectful to her and kind of gave her more than what Waka Flocka gave her during the time that she was married to him. So let's get into what she had to say. So shout out to Shade Room. It says that in an interview that Carlos King and Tammy Rivera discussed her previous relationship with her child's father and Waka Flocka. She also mentions how happy she is now in her current relationship. All right. And I saw a picture of the guy. He's fine. He's a fine one, but he married, girl. Like, what the fuck? If you're going to upgrade, like, why would a married man? Okay. That shit could go either way, but go off. Mind you, she just purchased a nice, huge home with him as well. I don't know if I'm going to be purchasing a house with a married man, but again, go off. Let's go.
What is your relationship like now with Charlie's dad?
He told her one day, oh, you look at you trying to dress like a thought like your mom. Keep dressing like that. Someone gonna touch you like they touched your mom when she was younger. And it might be Waka. And my daughter was devastated.
How did you meet Waka?
Just followed me throughout the whole Ocean Drive. Like literally, he's following me and it was like a whole people following him. And he was like, I'm going where you going. I'm like, you're not going, I'm going. And then some girls start throwing stuff at us. They was kids. He said, this is my girlfriend. I'm like, no, I'm not. You about to get me beat up out here. Like, I'm not trying to get jumped in Miami.
Well, you met his mother, honey.
Ooh.
The iconic Miss Deb Antony.
Yes.
Were you intimidated?
Deb is so strong-headed and so am I. There was a time when we bumped heads and we didn't talk for probably like 3 years.
What? Was the final straw for you just like the cheating thing?
The marriage was so strained from past stuff. You know, like you have to heal. I wasn't healed. So I chose to stay, and the outcome of me staying changed me. So now when he's changed for the better, I'm a bitch. So I forgave, but I didn't realize that I was still resenting him for things.
I moved on. You have a new boo.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you found the one?
There is not enough money in the world that can make me leave this man. I could find a richer man, but I could not find the morals and rich in spirit I have now. Like, it's nothing that I would replace him with.
What is your relationship like now with Charlie's dad?
So what do you guys think about that? Okay, so this guy, she seems to be very much so into him, and she says, hey, not enough money, child, is out there that would make me ever leave this person, because he gives her what she never could find in anyone else. Okay, so I guess I shout out to her for that, but I would have waited until he finalized his divorce from his current wife. Because like I said, that shit can go either way. They can reconcile, and then your heart is broken because you've invested too much into this person, including buying this huge ass property with this man who has told you that he someday want to make you his wife. Now, I get it. A lot of times when people are separated, they don't fully wait until their divorce is finalized, but sometimes it's good to go ahead and do that. Wait, honey, until the divorce is finalized, because you don't want to put yourself in a situation and get your heart too tied into a person, even though they're showing you signs that they want to be married. Like, why is he not divorced fully as of yet? And then why is it such a rush for you to jump in and do the things that you guys would do when you decide to get married? All right, just date. Enjoy the dating phase. I keep telling people that stop rushing into situations that wind up getting you in other situations later on down the line. Like, damn, I don't understand what the rush was for her to make that step. But nevertheless, if she's happy, it is what it is. But I'm glad that she did get away from Waka Flocka, because he was a whole clown. Like, he was a whole clown. He did not care. I feel like he wanted to have Tammy and have a boatload of bitches on the side. And what woman in their right mind want to deal with that? I feel like she got tired of trying. And sometimes women get tired of trying with men after you keep giving them chance after chance after chance, and they keep showing you the same thing. At some point, you got to get the hell away from them, because it starts to weigh you down and have you depressed. And who want to be babysitting a man? Not me, girl. But at the end of the day, shout out to her. I do like Tammy. Really no judgment. I just feel like she's a very beautiful girl. She's very smart. But sometimes when you get tired of waiting on the right one and you meet someone who's giving you all the things you never had, sometimes you can leap too fast and it could be detrimental in the end. And not that I'm speaking that on her relationship, but I do feel she should have waited. But shout out to her for doing this interview. Carlos did ask a lot of great questions. I did finish the interview, but shout out to them for that. Am I going to cover the interview? Fuck no, because I don't care about it that much. But shout out to the Shade Room for this clip. All right. That is my show for today. I hope you guys enjoy, got your laugh on. Hope you hit the like. Don't forget to share the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to cut your notifications on so that you guys will know when I go live. All right. Don't forget to comment on all the topics that we discussed. We pulled some really good topics. Okay. I do go back and read and respond to as many, if not all, that I can. All right. Love you guys down. I hope you guys have a wonderful, let me pull this up right quick. Have a wonderful Friday Eve, aka Thursday. Okay. If nothing else, let me go ahead and do my thank you so we can get out of here. Shout out to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tara, KVR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. And shout out to all the content creators that stopped by here. My homeboy giving you the real tea, Terrence. Thanks for stopping by here, love. Thank you, Jonetta Speaks. Thank you, Deary Talk, Black Women in the Building, Schoolboy if you're in the house. Thank you, Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Dee, JCD Creations, Shay P, Shay Renee, Queen Speaks TV. Did I miss anybody? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Mods, let me know. If that's it, we're going to get out of here. Of course, all my caramelians. Thank you, haters, for being in the bushes, because views do matter. But if nothing else, we're going to get out of here. You guys have a wonderful day. Until the next video, bye.